People inside of my computer, I bring you the alpha today on Bitcoin and America and why the United States is going to retain cyberspace dominance. All this and our favorite altcoins. Some major news just broke about XRP. Looking pretty good for XRP. Gotta say. I mean, like, you know, not 10x good news.
Not even 5x.
Eventually, there's going to be a 5x.
Eventually, but not this cycle. Calm down.
But things are looking pretty good. So we're cooking along here. Welcome to the blockchain basement, the home of the greatest crypto alpha. And Isaac wrote a great write-up.
I thank you.
On ICP. I was like, should I get back into it? Should I YOLO into this thing again? And out trade the rest of the market because I'm a hillbilly?
Short answer. No.
Don't damn it. Don't tell.
Long answer. You'll figure out later.
You're giving them the juice too early, bud.
You can't give them the juice if they don't know the alpha behind
Okay,
it.
so sometimes scams pump, though. Okay, like look at Pi token today. Let's look at the coin market cap scape. Let's look at this. Look at Pi.
Ooh, meme ticks is
it's up 20%. $1.64. Vaporware. That means nothing.
Scam.
But I hold it.
Scam.
Welcome to the show. We got meme ticks up in here.
We do have meme ticks in here.
Oh, man. All right, so we got Bubba Quinn, Nougat Dad, Kyle Watts, Stevie Crypto, Matthew King. What up, baby? Caffeinated Crypto, Uncle Tommy, Johnny December, Era Doss, Jiggle Nuts, Madman Manuro, John Boy, Diesel, Nicole Ministator, and Nicholas Guru. What up? Robert Costa and Uncle Tommy. Now, Isaac?
Yes.
I hope you're not sick, man. Banned! Who'd you just ban?
Robert.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, Isaac's been dealing with some stuff.
Yeah, we lit. We live. You can't kill me.
You better not. You better not go dying on me, man.
Can't kill me.
You better not. Who the hell's calling me? People are reaching out to me. You know, I had a night. All right, so I feel like today I've got to talk about my dream again.
Oh, God. I had a weird dream.
This is a new dream. I had a dream that my wife paid $5,000 for 12 eggs that were broken when they showed up in the mail. And I was like, first of all, why are you buying eggs? We have 50, maybe 100 eggs at any time. And she's like, I don't need to tell you about what I do. And oh my God, that was a bad dream. I was like putting away like new Christmas decorations she bought. Needless to say, the egg prices, they shouldn't scare me. They're scaring me. Or maybe my wife's spending habits are actually the thing that scared me. Potentially. But Drew got it wrong yesterday. It pronounced meme ticks. Memetics, not meme ticks. What are you talking about? Is it memetics or meme ticks?
I don't know. You know why? Because both of them are spelled the same, meme ticks. They're meme ticks until proven otherwise.
Memetics. I'm going to go. The 8 months and I'm not broke. Arena live streaming for Blockchain Basement coming very soon. Oh, snap.
They had apparently someone told me that there was this, they put out this thing that you could cross it with X or whatever, like the arena.
Yeah.
And so that's interesting.
We better get going. I've gotten in trouble for talking about my dream.
You've pissed off your wife.
Scared me, man. She's like, I was like, got the bill. They were $5,000, and they were like broken in the mail. And I was like, what is this? I didn't like freak out too much. I was just like, what? All right, now, God, at Druth Crypto on Twitter, on YouTube, we got a new banner.
Got a new banner. Look at that.
New logo.
Ooh.
At 75,600 subscribers. Look at Isaac.
Oh my gosh.
On the thing.
Oh my gosh. It's me, guys.
Oh. 105-pound dumbbells on the incline. Nice work, Daniel. Nice work. Now, Bitcoin. Let's see where we're at here. We got to check a couple things. Oh, my line's still there. That's great. This is the daily. Really, you know, I do feel like what we're looking at on Bitcoin is going to be pretty similar to this post I had put up here. Where is this post? This is my morning post. Oh, God. I went too far. Well, I got one of those roller mouse things.
I like that mouse a lot, actually.
It's pretty nice. So we got this nice big pullback. Everyone's scared. But I think what we're looking at here, this is our current pullback and our experience in Bitcoin. Sure, We could have more pain. And honestly, by the comparison of the M2 money stock to Bitcoin's price, I kind of feel like this is going to be about a month, maybe less than that. It might be a half month in pain, but we are going to experience a little bit of short-term pain here. Bitcoin is 72 days off behind the M2 money supply in general and how it moves. So this is what I'm looking at. But in general, I see this as opportunity. I see immense opportunity here. I'm not scared at all by this. I wonder where the Bitcoin dominance is sitting right now. Ooh, she's looking feisty. Looking feisty here. A lot of the smaller kind of micro caps getting eviscerated. Okay, getting eviscerated. So thankfully, the Chainlink back is not getting eviscerated. Ondo is pumping pretty decent today, too. But we do see a lot of projects without tangible value going to extinction levels right now. So just keep that in mind. There's a major shift. And the speculation, the excitement's not there. So you're going to see a lot of the hype-driven meme coins and altcoins meet their maker over the next few days. Annihilated the like. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. CME gap not completely filled. Okay, so we still have some more upside on the CME gap. I do wonder where liquidity is living right now. Let's go to CoinGlass.
Go to the liquidity.
Yeah. See, I already forgotten about Diddy.
Yeah, but I can never not call it liquidity. So
yeah, it's gonna stick. All right, let's go to the 12-hour. Yeah, look at all the longs hammering in there. Ugh. They just can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, this is dicey. This is dicey right now. And just looking at I do enjoy trading these ranges. Just be careful. Keep your stop losses on. It does look like my general trading pattern has been working out pretty nicely, though. In these major pullbacks, I start trading after pullbacks and kind of the chop back up in a generalized bull market. It's kind of my process. Here's reload this. All right. So this is the 15-minute chart. I do wait for the green dots. More often than not, the green dots at least end up with a nice short-term little scalp bounce if the green dot is printed at the lower end of the momentum wave. So we did get a nice green dot recently, right before we went live, about an hour ago. So this is my generalized trading theses here. In general, I think we're going to be chopping up into the right with some ass kickings along the way, for sure. But looks like we've found that bounce spot. And really, what was it, the 15-minute, or where is this? Me and Kelly were looking at it. It does look like kind of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. If we pull this over here, let's draw it. This is, me and Kelly were looking at this morning. This does generally kind of look like a little inverse head and shoulders, or a smiley, like a happy stoned face right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does look like we're bouncing pretty hard off that level, and I'm not too scared because I have something that has made me the most bullish I think I've ever felt in Bitcoin and our future here in crypto. And really, it's a time to understand greater narratives, not just this freaking fly by the night. Ooh, this one's a good token. Let's go chase that green candle. It's a great time to really understand the greater movement behind Bitcoin and what our government is doing in the background to retain dominance. Blockchain Basement, do you think C-Swap is going to go hard this cycle or just another swap? I bought way too much during the dips. John in December apparently hammered into the C-Swap dips. Isn't that the Chainlink swap setup?
I believe so.
I was like, cool as Chainlink, but then they had like no price structure. Like it was down only for a long time. Let's go look. 12% up on the day. So what do we got here? Okay,
oh God,
we're down 50% on the month. There's a lot of projects look like this though.
Yep.
Ooh boy, Johnny, when did you buy this thing? Pico bottom, mayhaps, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know. That entry point definitely matters on this thing.
$15 million market cap.
It is hard to tell if something like this is going to go hard. Like these extremely high risk, insanely high reward plays.
Yeah.
So a long time. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you're buying this, he probably bought like this generalized W pattern here.
Oh,
down like probably slightly from that.
I guess who's in the chat?
Oh snap!
Giver's Gain.
That was a good space last night.
That was a great space.
Yeah.
Something fun. If you're not subscribed to Giver's Gain 111, go ahead and do so right now.
Yeah, we should start. All right. So what I'm doing is I started a kind of a generalized flow pattern for us YouTubers and our communities to get to know each other and dump into each other's shows. So it's a Telegram group. Got a bunch of creators in there, and today I'm going to be posting the schedule as I understand it so far. So we can start like how Kelly redirects to us. We redirect to Kelly. Sometimes we redirect to Tom Crown, or Jason if he's on air at the time. It's just a good way to build a flow of shows of creators. And I'm not even going to be picky if they have a completely different thesis than us. Who cares? It's not healthy to listen to one particular thesis, right?
Exactly.
You have to have confluence, you have to have opposing arguments to really make the best decisions. So now here, Rumble bought 188 Bitcoin worth $17 million this morning. Nice to see. What is Pico bottom? It's like the ultimate bottom, Pico bottom. But who knows?
It's like the peak top with the opposite,
Yeah.
peak bottom.
And it can always go lower, as we've seen with Hex. But then the Hex will have like a 30% day from like the giga bottom. And they still celebrate. So, one person's chaos is another treasure. So this Bank of Russia is now allowing limited purchases for investors. Bank of Russia opening up a little bit to Bitcoin access, but honestly, I kind of knew this is coming. Listened to it for the first time last night. It was damn good. That was a good space.
That was a great space.
That was a good space.
Yeah, great.
Now, what did I just have? I just had like some gold advertisement on X. I hope X doesn't raise the price of the premium account.
Yeah,
They might have to though, because Grok is so good, bro.
That is true.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that kind of AI system can't come for free. Loaded up on Link and Arrow. Nice buys. I did too. I bought Link, Arrow, Morpho, Chainlink. I said Chainlink twice.
There's no issue with buying Chainlink twice.
Yeah. Here we have Congressman Nick Begich calling the Bitcoin Act to purchase 1 million Bitcoin a fiscally responsible measure, according to the Crypto Briefing. There's this guy. Wouldn't trust this guy. Now, we got to talk about this.
That's going to be great.
Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney ready to meet with U.S. President Trump to discuss ending the tariff war. But we got to look at this. As I was like, did Canada even have an election?
No, they skipped over it. We talked about this the other day.
It was so confusing. Like, how could they have not had an election?
I don't know.
How was that possible?
And this tariff war has only gone on for like, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2-3 weeks?
So let's look at this.
Boo.
Mark Carney did not win a generalized election in Canada to become prime minister. On March 9th, he won the Liberal Party leadership race with a landslide victory, securing 86% of the vote from the party members, approximately 131,000 votes out of just under 152,000 cast. So he won a major majority within the Liberal Party. This internal party vote, not a public general election, positioned him to succeed Justin Trudeau as the leader of the Liberal Party and subsequently as Canada's Prime Minister once Trudeau formally resigns and Carney is sworn in, which is expected to occur in the days following March 9th, 2025. So pretty soon. Looks like Trudeau's ready to completely get out of the way. In Canada's parliamentary system, the leader of the governing party becomes the prime minister, and Carney's selection by the Liberal Party membership rather than a nationwide vote follows this process. What kind of bullshit system is that?
Who knows?
An internal vote? Where's the votes of the people?
Scam!
What is going on up there?
You scammed all of your, people who live in your country just so the government can have an inside job of their own election.
He cameled his way in.
Oh, nice.
That's exactly what it is. And, Isaac, we keep forgetting to do your emoji.
How much
Johnny
is it?
December's got a point. You need an emoji. Picometers is smaller than a nanometer. Pico bottom is a play on that word, meaning the closest thing to the local bottom you can get. Mad flex. Okay.
Nice.
I didn't know that. We've been calling it Pico bottom and Pico top for like ever. We didn't even realize that. Well,
it works.
The more I learn. Thank you for that. The meme constable and the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. All right. So Doge is selling billions of dollars in empty federal buildings. Trump plans to auction off 80 million square feet of federal offices, more than all the office space in Boston, including 1/5 of all office space in Washington, D.C. With Doge incoming, this is the tip of the iceberg. The federal government owns 263,000 properties and 27% of all land in America. Together, they're worth trillions. So, and I do believe the number is right around 27. Is it 27 trillion?
I'm not sure. I can't.
If they auctioned off everything, it's in the mega trillions.
Mm-hmm.
But we're thinking about this because we've seen like they wanted to look for a budget neutral way to start hammer buying Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Sell off useless properties. Buy Bitcoin with it, right? What you got, Isaac?
I think it was 23 trillion.
23 trillion?
I need to double check that, but I'm trying to remember. I know what post you're talking about. I gotta find it real quick.
That's a whole lot of bread.
Yeah.
And they're looking for budget neutral ways to hammer buy 200,000 Bitcoin per year, right? As the plan goes. Sounds like actually a pretty decent plan.
Yeah.
To sell off useless real estate locations. Now we have NIH cancel the following grants. National Institute of Health, $600,000 for an LGB plus inclusive teen pregnancy prevention program for transgender boys.
Oh, nice.
God.
Jesus.
This isn't real. $700,000 for studying cannabis use among sexually minority, gender diverse individuals. What are we doing here? This isn't.
Oh God.
I gotta keep going. $740,000 for examining social networks among Black and Latino sexual minority men in New Jersey. $50,000 for assessing sexual health among LGBTQ plus Latinx youth in agriculture. They make this so you can't even say it.
What the hell was a Latinx?
How do you feel about Latinx, the term? I mean, you're
Terrible.
a Sanchez. Is it bad?
I don't even know what it is, so I couldn't even give an opinion if it's good or bad, or like what it means.
$75,000 for researching structural racism. Okay.
Nice.
So, yeah, the National Institute of Health studying those processes.
They're doing some really productive things with our money.
Oh, my God. Oh. Wow. I need to take a drink after that. I need a cigarette.
Puff, puff, pass, as Nicole Minutes.
Check the wide shot cameras.
Yeah, the wide shots, you know.
Is it blurry?
Yeah,
it is blurry.
It is a tiny bit blurry because somebody, and I'm going to not mention names, changed my lens without telling us.
Oh, yeah, okay. USAID is telling people to prepare for an all-day shredding event to burn on shred all USAID documents. This is not a parody. They're deleting history in real time. Anyone who's touching these documents and burning them should be tried for treason.
Facts.
Look, Adam Bombitti, as a Latina, I can't even pronounce Latinx. Exactly. See? Am I muted? I can't be.
You're not muted.
There's no way. Muted. Don't psyop me like this, Crypto Breezy.
Stop lying to me.
All right. So let's just kind of soak in what we just talked about. So we are sitting on trillions of dollars in useless government property that they're auctioning off, right? We also have a plan to buy 200,000 Bitcoin per year for 5 years, equaling 1 million Bitcoin. And now we see the conversation of backing 10% of new United States treasuries with Bitcoin. This broke this morning as potentially the solution to America's $36 trillion debt crisis. Let's have a go at this and see what we're talking about here.
First of all, we have $9.3 trillion of federal debt that's coming due within the next 12 months. The interest rates on that debt have dramatically increased over the last 3 years, and refinancing it at today's interest rates will create an extremely profound burden on taxpayers. Secretary Bessent has indicated his strong desire to spread future Treasury issuances across the duration curve, avoiding the risk of putting everything in the short end of the curve, as Secretary Yellen did. President Trump and Secretary Bessent have also indicated their strong interest in lowering 10-year interest rates, which have an important effect on consumer finance, mortgage finance, auto loans, as well as the federal interest expense. President Trump created the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, and in particular directed the United States government to identify revenue-neutral ways to acquire Bitcoin. By creatively integrating Bitcoin into treasury bonds, I would like to suggest that we can significantly reduce the borrowing costs of the federal government and defease the debt. And in particular, I would like to propose that for Americans that purchase these bonds, that they be tax-free from both interest as well as capital gains. And
okay. So here we go. It's not that they're planning to do away with tax. They're trying to find specified avenues to drive massive money managers into the asset class by giving them tax breaks to do so. And thus, eventually, fighting back against the deficit, $37 trillion deficit. So kind of a nuanced conversation. And, if they did end the tax in America, I'd imagine they'd just increase the sales tax. If they ended income tax, they'd probably just raise sales tax to like 30 or 50% or something like that.
Probably would.
It'd be like, woo, we have, no more income tax and I have so much more money. And then you go to the grocery store and things have like doubled, They always pass the buck to the little guy somehow.
Yeah.
They literally always do this. So the whole idea of just ending the tax system at large didn't make much sense to me. And even if they did end income tax, they would still screw you at the grocery store. Now,
in the butt.
All right, we're going to explore a little bit of the larger conversation about Bitcoin. Okay, if you're ready to explore Bitcoin more deeply about being more than just money, check out Jason P. Lowry's book, Software. Here is Michael Saylor talking about a few points of the book, and I just absolutely love this conversation.
When we have open digital energy flowing, it is a commerce network. But when we reverse that digital energy into a shield, it becomes a defense system. Bitcoin's a digital defense system. Bitcoin messages, data authentications, transactions, they're unstoppable, uncorruptible, immutable, immune to tampering by any known cyber threat. You can protect the United States commercial and military and financial systems behind a wall of digital energy. And that's exactly how we will do it. Even Elon Musk pointed out, the AIs don't know how to hack Bitcoin. They can spoof you out of your money. They can convince you that there's someone they're not. There's no way to trick an 800 exahash digital wall that's based on modern encryption. The AIs won't get through that wall.
So this concept is basically 10 years ahead of its time. But Michael Saylor bringing up the digital infrastructure of the United States remaining dominant and impenetrable through the Bitcoin network is a pretty large conversation that goes over the heads of your average person. But you guys are in the basement, so everything is over our heads and nothing is beneath us. We have to look at this. Saylor emphasized Bitcoin's role as a digital defense system, equating its open, decentralized energy flow to strategic military defense in cyberspace. Okay. Saylor positioned the network's immense hashing power with an unprecedented shield safeguarding national security. And further aligning with Lowry's strategic framing, Saylor argued that losing control over Bitcoin would mean losing control over dominance in cyberspace. The urgency in his speech mirrors Lowry's argument that nations must aggressively participate in Bitcoin's competition to secure strategic advantage without resorting to violence, reinforcing Bitcoin's role as the corner of modern geopolitical strategy. Saylor concluded that Bitcoin represents manifest destiny for America, framing the choice starkly as either prosperity or poverty, based on whether nations effectively leverage Bitcoin's strategic value. We're talking about it with this, like a lot of lights were going off in me and TJ's minds this morning as we see, and then we get online and all of a sudden Saylor's talking about the same concept. TJ had something really great to say. He's like, this is why we see Marathon and these massive American-based mining organizations being so integral, so important to the overall plan of a Bitcoin strategic reserve, being able to retain dominance over the hash power of Bitcoin. Very, very important. And yeah, Johnny December brings up a great deep pick, DAG, in this conversation. I feel like DAG, way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. Like, DAG is actually, like, in the narrative moment, like, next cycle, we're going to be looking at ICP. Next cycle, I think ICP, if it can keep the lights on and the canisters at least reasonably burned and development going on through this bull market, you know, there'll be some action. We're going to dive into the metrics of where ICP sits currently. But DAG is not only technologically positioned, but narrative-wise positioned for some great upside from this nation-state data dominance narrative. That is taking hold. And these massive, massive decision makers, they're thinking about this stuff. We may as well be thinking about it and understanding where the world is moving as well here in the basement. So this I got to get. I saw this button. This is a push start button for my minivan. I'm going to soup up my minivan and I'm going to get one of these push start knobs and it's going to be incredible. What's up, Brianna? Hello. Good morning to you. Glad to see you. How you feeling?
Back hurts.
Her back hurts. Okay. Yeah, okay? Okay. Yeah, just a quick reminder, it's a beautiful day out. Be thankful for how beautiful this world really is. Our time that we get to meander around this spinning rock by the grace of God, enjoying the oxygen and sending back out carbon. We are doing the process right now, and it's a beautiful day to be alive. So, also, I'm going to, if I get well off enough, this is the move right here. What is this thing? Look at this thing.
Cream-coloured lunchbox by some, the IX developed by Belgium's John Cockerell Defence has a retractable 25mm or 30mm cannon that stays hidden during transit, reducing drag and boosting stealth. But it doesn't turn it into a civilian SUV, of course. Debuting at the 2022 World Defence Show, it hits 200 kilometers per hour on-road and 160 kilometers per hour off-road, where its sand-coloured outside gets to cream-coloured.
It's like an FJ Cruiser on, like, giga steroids.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl, it dies quickly.
Okay.
This thing, I mean, the gun coming out of the top like that, oh my Lord.
It'll make it into a civilian car.
Absolutely beautiful. It almost looks like the original Resvani, but with the turret on top. Absolutely crazy. Now, the CPI data came out. Inflation looks like it's coming down a little bit.
Nice.
Still in line with the stagflationary terror that could come later on. These are the months or maybe a year of inflation coming down, the Fed pulling the strangulation off the markets as far as interest rates, because I think that inflation's coming down and they can basically keep them where they are at. Headline CPI came out, actuals 2.8%, estimated 2.9, so it's slightly better than estimated. Prior, that's actually a pretty big move from 3.0 to 2.8. So that is good to see. Good to see that, because inflation, it's like the secret tax. It just screws everyone out of buying power for assets of any sort. If you're sitting there getting absolutely bludgeoned at the grocery store, it tears you up. What are you doing?
I'm doing research
On what?
The kilometers an hour versus miles per hour, because Astro was asking about it.
Oh, miles an hour is less than kilometers an hour.
Yeah, 160 kilometers an hour is 99 miles per hour.
That's still pretty good.
In freedom units. I like that.
That's pretty good.
That's
You know,
pretty
the only thing that we measure in European terms is our bullets. What do you think that is?
Not going to answer that one because I don't know it. Why?
Well, it's an insult because we win. That's why.
Okay.
Nice. Now, we have this. Warren Buffett, the only billionaire at the top table, making profits, stashed up more cash than ever. Warren Buffett, look at this. This is a comparison of all these massive net worth investors. Elon Musk, worth $300 billion.
Of course.
Down $29 billion in a day. Good God.
Imagine.
Over the year, down $131 billion. Jeff Bezos, down $22 billion this year to date. Zuckerberg slightly up. Bernard Arnault slightly up. Larry Ellison down 23 bill. Bill Gates up 4 bill, and Warren Buffett up 13 bill. So the biggest winners here: Warren Buffett, Gates, Mr. Bernard. Who is this? Zuckbucks. And then Amancio Ortega. And now something about Warren Buffett is he has been, and honestly, a lot of these dudes, they were scaling out of the market when it was just up only. And a lot of people were saying, oh, it's going to be the absolute end, and they're causing the next Great Depression. Dudes, they're taking profits, billions of dollars of profits, and then they reinvest. Like Buffett put a large position in Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, he knows something
Crazy.
we don't.
Absolutely crazy. So Warren Buffett, once again, outtrades the world. That's the power of stablecoins. Right there. He's probably going to go out and buy. I wouldn't be surprised to see him hammering into commercial real estate at a point. Congrats on all the channel growth, guys. I'm in the UK, so don't get to catch you live much. Any more ideas on the pipeline for NFT holders? I have to get TJ just got back in the office and just got done setting up all the new studio stuff. But we need to, Isaac,
Yes, sir.
Brianna, this is a reminder. We must build a list of all the NFT holders
Okay.
and come up with our game plan.
Sounds
Because
good.
that's going to be fun.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's going to be fun. Shout out to everyone. Like there's a lot of old OG NFT members that left.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new members that I think deserve those NFTs. Try to get those old members to sell them to the new hardcore believers, right? Maybe. Sources tell Eleanor Tourette that the SEC versus Ripple XRP case is in the process of wrapping up and could be over soon. Oh, fuck. So,
Jeez.
very, very interesting to see. Finally, and you know what? I guess the most interesting thing about this is that the SEC kills off all of the other cases long before this. Like, they killed the OpenSea, they killed the Richard Hart deal,
Yeah.
they killed the Kraken lawsuit, and then
Real quick, in a day.
What's that?
I was just talking about the Kraken one. They ended up like in a day.
Oh yeah, I know. And then it takes them. I mean, God, how long has the XRP case been going? It's been like 5-6 years now, or something like that.
Yeah.
Just absolutely brutal. And maybe it's been 4 years, but please, for the love of God, stop with this. And the main thing about this that aggravates me is that XRP or Ripple is selling. They don't have to, but they are selling XRP. They're dumping it on the market as it pumps, which helps kind of mute its price action to pay for the legal fees. So that's a thing. You know what I mean? Anyone had Jets Pizza? Where's Joel? You know what? We should hit Joel up.
We should hit Joel up, yeah.
Anyone had Jets Pizza? Yes. It is absolutely delicious.
It's like crack.
Yeah. You know what? When I eat Jets Pizza, I get a weird, like, tingly feeling in my cheeks. I don't know. Some have had it.
Probably the Coke.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Ethereum. You know what? This is horrible. We got to go to Coin360. This is ridiculous. Ethereum. What is going on? I don't want to be right about its muted price action. I want to see Ethereum rip. I think we're going to have to wait to see Ethereum rip until we see the staked ETFs.
Yeah.
It's so aggravating. Things have changed. Look at this. Most of the market is green.
Except.
And then this giant red block of red. Like, what the hell, man? Of course, Pi the scam. And TIA token. Wow. But, you know, Ethereum at $1,800. Just very, very aggravating. Thankfully, the thing I'm, most heavily in is actually keeping pace and resurging nicely. Chainlink. HBAR looking pretty good. I kind of like this layout. This is a good way to start the day just to get a read of the room. You know what I mean? Coin360. I kind of like that site. But let's keep moving here. We got a lot of ground to cover here. What time is it? Are we doing good on time?
We're doing great. It's 12:52.
Okay. Ethereum falls to its lowest valuation relative to Bitcoin since May of 2020. This is pain. This is pain to an excruciating amount of levels right now.
Thanks, Vitalik.
God, I found a new connect with better Coke than my old one. Multiverse Destroyer. What in the world? You broke the chat.
I didn't break the chat.
Multiverse Destroyer just broke the chat with that comment.
Okay, I'll fix it.
ETH to Bitcoin. Just when will the pain stop on this? Holy good googly moogly. We're going to have to look at Ethereum more specifically. Let's do it. Let's look at Ethereum. Let's kind of dissect Ethereum together as a family. Okay. Let's go to a larger time frame. These things mean nothing. Let's go here. Okay, here we go. So we got top to bottom fibs. Okay, top to bottom fibs. AVAX and Link do indeed look strong today. ETH has got, I think the ETH breakout only comes when they get that staked ETH action and they can earn yield. Wall Street needs to earn yield on ETH.
Need to hurry up.
And they need to hurry up about it too. This chart goes down almost as much as Isaac. Wow.
You're funny.
Now this is brutal. There is no kind of like, this looks like just a technological usage change from cycle to cycle is what I see here. It performed to about the 3.618, but I mean, God, it was such a good time. I bought my Ethereum for $180. Bought the max pain, the max fear. It was like right there. And then my wife had me sell at $4,500. Incredible. It's right there.
Great sell.
Insane. Now we're in this range here. Like in general, trend line looks broken. Trend line looks broken. God, get out of here. This, holy cow, this is insane. I think that seeing this, man, like if you like me, I must stay within utility-based projects. Most of them are being built around Ethereum. Mm-hmm. So this is why me and BJ's theory about this Coinbase capturing Ethereum looks like it came true. It does look like it came true. Like Ethereum is still alive and the network's still up. It's still secure, but God, the change is now these layer twos and base ecosystem. You can use Ethereum without the hundreds of dollars in gas.
Yeah.
You can use it without that deflationary pressure going into the system. I really, really wish we could go back in time and convince Vitalik not to switch to proof of stake and just keep it proof of work. Holy God.
That kind of killed ETH.
Yeah, man. This is why I'm kind of this is my expectation is for us to at least hit the blue mark just on the speculation and hype coming back. But I am not seeing us perform into the red zone again. I don't see it. And much less the purple or the dark red here. I'm feeling more like the blue, more about like $6,000, maybe $8,000 if we're lucky, like very lucky on this. Whew. Okay. God, that gave me anxiety looking at that so specifically.
Welcome to crypto.
You know? Whew. Okay. Abu Dhabi, MGX acquires a minority stake in Binance for $2 billion. Nice. So the sheiks, they're buying. They're buying a little stake in a Binance. Not surprised by this. H-bar better than ERC20. This is a kind of a time, seeing that ETH chart, this gives more room for stuff like H-bar, things that compete. Like AVAX, sure, H-bar. You're going to have a more competitive but very concise altcoin gigacycle. So, that being said, is Solana the next one?
Maybe, hopefully.
Is AVAX, right? There's a lot of questions.
Because currently CZ's in prison.
CBOE has filed for a Solana ETF on behalf of Franklin Templeton. On these Solana ETFs, I'm looking at the end of the year for approvals to actually happen. Yeah, Deadwood was there. Mining was awesome then, earning 0.1 ETH a week off of 1,200 watts. God, we were kings. Absolute kings. The Morpho app, speaking of ETH being captured, Morpho on base. The Morpho app now optimized for mobile deposit, withdraw, and borrow and repay with just a few taps here. Pretty cool. Easy to use. The Coinbase user interface is what wins.
100%.
Like making it easy, doing all these things to basically make the process as fast and as obvious as possible to Bitcoin holders that want to get loans out on their Bitcoin in USDC within the ecosystem. And we're going to see this take absolute stranglehold on the market when we do hit that, like in between 120 to 150 for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
My expectation in general for Bitcoin is at this point landing at 170 to 200, like 200 if we're extra lucky. General price performance from where we're stumbling now compared to last cycle and cycle before that, we should land about 170. So, you know, that being said, this is why I like Morpho. It's, you know, we've gone over this. We did a deep dive on it yesterday. Also, Veteran Crypto bringing this up. This is kind of cool. The flight school for Aerodrome. He's talked about this a little bit. But if you're not following Vet and you like, you know, getting involved with liquidity pools and all this insane stuff. I mean, I know we deal with like Solana liquidity pools and Aerodrome and Morpho. Vet is very locked in on a lot of cool things going on the base ecosystem. For those who don't know, when you lock 2,500 Aero or more, you get flight school bonus. It's a free locked airdrop that will compound returns weekly for the term of the lock. Learn DeFi and print money. So I kind of feel like doing this. I've seen a couple of other people that doing the flight school, and you need 2,500 Aerodrome to be able to do it. Current estimated flight school bonus 35%. Still time to qualify. Class ends today. So lock 2,500 Aero. V Aero today. Get a bonus. Very, very interesting. God, I wonder if I have anything after the show, because maybe I'll go home and do that.
And that's from,
you know,
Biz Knowledge real quick. Liquidity from the Bitcoin loans is up 2,000 Bitcoin in the CBBTC/USDC core market on Moonwell. They supply all liquidity for these loans through Coinbase.
Jeez.
That's nice.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Crazy, crazy. Now, Isaac.
Oh, yes.
You go over this.
Nice.
Okay.
All righty.
We'll go frame by frame.
We'll go frame by frame. I'm going to read it on mine so I can read it better. You can keep it up there.
Yeah.
So, deep dive into ICP by yours truly, obviously. So, this is a TVL versus price. It's pretty pushed together, right? I'm going to pull it up over here. And it's overvalued. There's overvaluation being shown right here. And let's see, where was the rest of it? Yeah, very close and tied together. Looks like it is currently very minimum upside to be had within the project just based off of the overvaluation. Going down here is the current amount of TVL on ICP along with DEX's volume. Very, very minimum. They have 27 million left locked up. Stablecoin market cap went down from 4.4 million to 4.04 from last night.
From one night?
From one night. And also the DEX's volume went from 940,000 to 909,000 overnight as well. So that was pretty insane. Going over here to the TVL versus market cap shows that ICP is at a point where it's overvalued when TVL and market cap are nearly equal. Typically indicates market valuation of the project is closely aligned with the actual value of assets, yada, yada, yada. So
what's the canister state look like? So you got
the canister state. The canister state is going to be right here on this next one. 6.96 TIB and CKBTC. I think that's their version of their wrapped Bitcoin. Yeah. So I need to do a little bit deeper on the canister state because this is all I got from it. So I can't really give too much information about that. But so far,
the canisters, I think, like every metric you just read off scares the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing that does turn around quick is the canister usage when things start cooking again.
That's what's going to matter the most for, to get major upside for ICP.
That's what I got to watch on this because in general, like, I love the idea of ICP. I love like the mission. It is painful because I made a lot of money off of it.
Yeah.
Not like a ton, but it was one of the best trades so far this bullshit cycle. $3 to like $16. Now it's completely price reset. But seeing the value just slowly bleeding out of there, I think the best thing that we should do in this situation, Isaac, is I think that there's still money to be made on ICP from where the price is right now. Just plain and simple. I can say that. But it's about when. It's about when, I think. So I think one thing that we got to do moving forward is we'll pull the live canister burn rates up on it every single morning. And when we notice the canisters actually start getting burned and used again, then I might ladder in a little bit. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I mean, this is a painful information to bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is difficult for ICP, especially for all the, major ICP holders.
Well, I mean, and I get asked about it a lot because I was in and out and know it. Like, I don't know if anyone sold when I sold.
I don't think so.
Because, I mean, the wife added great value to the property with the build. She's got this cool ass sewing shop now. We got a car. That was great. So honestly, she pulls this off every time. That's what scared me when she pulled the tape measure out. Is it time to sell and just leave? Right?
Just get out of crypto forever.
Oh my God. All right. Now, Hyperliquid. Regarding commentary and questions on the user's ETH long. Major long in question here on Hyperliquid. To be clear, this was no protocol exploit or hack. The user had unrealized P&L, withdrew, which lowered their margin and was liquidated. They end up with $1.8 million in P&L. Hyperliquid lost $4 million over the past 24 hours. Hyperliquid's all-time P&L remains at $60 million. As a reminder, HPL is not a risk-free strategy. Max leverage will be updated for Bitcoin and Ethereum to 40x and 25x respectively to increase maintenance margin requirements for larger positions. This will provide a better buffer for backstop liquidations of larger positions. So kind of a nuanced situation that went down to Hyperliquid. We've got a lot of crazy takes on this from Bandit XBT. In case you weren't up to speed with the Hyperliquid drama, sending a message. Hyperliquid, can you explain what he did exactly here? A gigalong on ETH, 285 million position with 14 million underlying, 1,800 liquidation price. Withdraw collateral slowly, increase that liquidation price. Liquidation price sat at 1930, gets liquidated. Gives Hyperliquid the toxic position to take over, exits with a loss, he believes, but he was profitable from before. How does he make money out of this? He doesn't. He's sending a message to Hyperliquid. So almost like the Joker of leveraged insanity was playing around with Hyperliquid and like stress testing them, it kind of seems like. And what is the message? Basically saying that I can wreck you. I won't make money, but I'll still wreck you. It's kind of what it felt like. Arweave, I think, is going to be something that we got to get into. I looked at, the generalized chart, not looking horrible for Arweave. So technologically, I think we need to go into a deeper dive into Arweave. This is just a post from AO, the computer. We are going to cover Arweave, but I do want to know other projects that if someone is out there that's holding a ton of projects of yesteryear, wondering if they're going to return, right? That's the big question. We saw the major flush out, and now we see some signs of life. It's about what is actually going to return to its former previous glory, or even Beyonce, for what we're holding right now. God, the Cali crypto dude is just driving me crazy how he's not in here.
Yeah, no, it's annoying.
Because you know what? The worst part is he's probably in here and I just can't see him.
It's not letting him send messages.
Why does YouTube do this? You know what it might have been?
What?
Sometimes mods accidentally hide users from channel forever.
Yeah, but you'd still be able to see who's hidden from.
Not always.
Oh, okay.
Not always. God, he is free. I hope he is free. Jesus. Now, China and Russia and Iran hold high-level meetings in Beijing to discuss Iran's nuclear program. If I'm a betting man, this is Putin and Xi Jinping. Probably, here's what I'd say. Iran already has nukes. We just don't want to admit it. China and Russia are probably like, keep a lower profile. Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't the Biden regime. Okay. This is Trump. A little bit higher stakes there. And they're probably trying to get Iran to just calm down a little bit. Now, hail threat.
Nice.
Coming. This is Reed Timmer. Great account if you want to stay up to date with like major weather patterns as they're unfolding. We're expecting a cluster of gorilla hail. God. Producing supercells to develop tomorrow or late afternoon, evening across southeastern Oklahoma into northeastern Texas before pushing through Arc Latex. I think just moving east through Arkansas. We'll be chasing this event in the Dominator 4 and are expecting windshields that could end up in our laps. This is preceding an event that before major significant severe weather on Friday and Saturday in the Dixie Alley. So here's kind of the gorilla hail storm cluster that he was talking about.
Nice.
I had to show this on the stream today because it does look like this is going to be going down tonight. Basically after the workday's done.
Mm-hmm.
About 4 p.m., 5 p.m. So just watch out for that. Hail is terrible. But if you are in an FJ cruiser,
Should be good.
I got smashed by hail in Colorado in my FJ cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't break any windshields, and a bunch of other cars around us got crushed. The windshields are like straight up and down on the FJ. So it didn't crush the windshields. And then they just gave me a check for the entire amount that the car was worth and called it, totaled.
Mm-hmm.
When it was just like a couple dents. Thing's a freaking tank. So I had a bill on the FJ for like 3 months. And that's that. So hail crypto. Oh my God. Don't clip that. So as things sit right now, I am happy to be covering these levels because I feel like we're in good opportunity zone. Something that matters is what the best deals are on the strongest projects. I do like crypto bubbles for visualizing this. Let's go check it out here. And also in the chat, FJ cruisers have gone up in value almost 2x in the last 5 years. Isn't that crazy?
That is pretty nuts.
Oh, I miss my FJ cruiser. Often I miss my FJ cruiser, but there's too many kids. I couldn't do it anymore. Pi's up 21%. It's probably going to be down bad tomorrow. Drew, I have had 2-car garage because of that hail crap in Colorado. Silly me watching on X. Chronic, you're welcome anywhere. Thanks for joining us here. Crypto is hail. Oh, Manawak. I see Manawak in the chat. Manawak, you need to let me know when you want your egg stash because I got some eggs for that man.
Oh, yes.
We're trading. He gave me a bunch of great pork products. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Let's go to the month. Let's look at where the biggest pain has been. See what the best projects on sale are. I'd say just right off the bat, right off the rip, Ondo, still 36% down. Absolutely delicious. Looking at this, Hyperliquid's down 43%. Oh my God.
Jesus.
ENA, so Ondo, ENA, I'm liking these. I'm liking the entry points on AVAX right now. I'm liking the entry points on Tau. Let's see here. Just going through the best deals. Oh, I was looking at this. I am not often a meme guy, but if there are memes that exist, they're going to be Doge and Pepe. And Pepe, I don't have any Pepe, and it's probably wrong of me not to have any Pepe because every single day I wake up and share a Pepe meme.
That's true.
And every night I say goodnight with the Pepe meme as well. Pepe's been part of the shit posting of my life for the past 8 years. Also Chainlink. How could I forget? Chainlink's delicious. $13. Come on. Pepe though, look at this. So where it is, it actually held up. It did not go all the way to the full reset floor like a lot of these memes went. Instead, where it went and bounced pretty viciously off of was this initial floor that it established in April of 2024. And since then, since that floor in April 2024, it rose by 500%. So it 5x'd from that mode. Pepe and Doge, if people must be messing around with memes, I think the Pepe army is absolute psychopaths. These are diamond handers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be vicious about the return on this project. Doesn't mean that I'm going to allocate 5% to my portfolio, but I might get a little bit of Pepe just for the culture. Just for the culture. So that's where the market sits right now. Honestly, looking at the most long-term solidified projects in the space, are showing some great signs of opportunity right now. Seeing where this country is moving as far as ensuring its dominance over digital cyberspace through Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining has basically hardened my resolve in Bitcoin and what we've been doing, what I've been doing for years, to a point where it is unmovable. I see this dip as a massive opportunity. I still plan on taking profits at the end of the year. In general, looking at the Bitcoin cycle, time frame wise, I still feel like it's very similar. I don't think the American government's going to be buying Bitcoin actively within the year. If they do, all bets are off. 4-year cycle's busted. But more than likely, it's going to take them time to get that set up. And we will have some sort of a retracement on Bitcoin. But I think that we're lined up time frame wise to see that Pico top October, November, maybe even December, if it's a little bit extended, of this year. And you're sure as shit, I am going to be rolling the profits out of altcoins back into Bitcoin and real estate. That's the move here. So I love and appreciate every single one of you out there that joined us on the show. It was a good show. I felt like we got a lot off our chest. I like these hour shows. Leave no stone unturned. Let us know down in the comments below which projects you're holding that you're wondering if it's going to come back, or if it's got good development still going on it, or if you've been psyoped into being exit liquidity. Also, if you're trading, we have links for our great partners at LBank and BTCC in the link, and pick yourself up an Arculus cold storage wallet. On the way out, code base 10, become your own bank. It's a very powerful tool to utilize here. And if we didn't have the ability to cold storage Bitcoin, I guarantee you the government and banks would have destroyed us long ago. So coming by today with cartons, okay, Manawak, do it. You guys, stay based, rise above the doubt, dig through the ditches, and burn through the witches of the people that are jealous, of the people that just want to see you fail, and rise above it all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.